Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? We are back again. You got it. I said back again, like. That's. I think that's sort of like Batman.
That Batman?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You see, you recognize it, right?
Yeah.
Batman. Yeah. You sure? Because it sounds more like the way I was saying it. Anyway, we're gonna. The Matambo voice. In case y'all don't know what happened, one of the greatest defenders in basketball history at the rim, Dikembe Mutombo, passed away the other day, and I haven't been giving a lot of shout outs because the great one, James Earl Jones, passed away. Oh my gosh, the voice behind Darth Vader and all these other great movies, not California Cop, Coming to America, Eddie Murphy's father and that. Wow. He passed away. And just the other day, another great one passed away, Chris Christopherson. He was a singer and an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson. Yeah,
he was in A Star Is Born, wasn't he?
He was the guy. He was the what was that guy named? Fergie's. What's it? Fergie's ex-husband?
Fergie?
Yeah.
Which Fergie?
Fergie, the singer.
Fergie from
yeah.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, who was no, it wasn't Fergie's ex-husband.
No, it don't sound like
it. It was the voice from Rocket Rabbit from Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. What the heck is his name? Anyway, forget that.
Thank you, because I would never know how to search that.
You remember the guy, the movie with the Bachelor, the wedding with Mike Tyson was in the third one or something like that, and there was
The Hangover.
The Hangover. That guy, the handsome guy from that. I mean, he was the handsome guy. Everybody was a nerdy looking guy, so he was the handsome guy. That guy. He was a Stars. He was a Stars Born, right?
Yes.
Okay, and who was it? Katy Perry.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Okay, I knew somebody like that. Okay, Chris Christopherson played that guy.
Exactly.
In the original Stars Born with what's her name? Oh, the great one. Stars Born.
We are talking about the new one?
No, the original one.
Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand, right? One of the proteges of Clive Davis.
Oh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, she went to. I used to work at the school that she went to. I mean, decades after she went there.
You sure it was decades?
It was.
Wasn't just a couple years? Okay, maybe a couple decades.
Well, give me the mic control so I can check mics off. So I went Erasmus Hall. Now they call it Erasmus Campus because it's divided into multiple schools, multiple administrations. But it was Erasmus Hall High School. They have this thing called the Arista Club. When you hear Arista Records, yeah, that's where he got the name from. He got the name from the Arista Club at Erasmus Hall High School. Anyway, I deviate. So Chris Christopherson passed away, and the great baseball icon Pete Rose passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when they banded him?
Charlie Hustle.
They banned him, right? Because they said he was betting on games, so they banned him for a couple of years. They didn't want to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and then he said I never bet on baseball. He said that, and then 20 years ago, then he said, okay, I bet on baseball, thinking that would help, but it just made it worse.
But the thing was that he didn't bet on the teams he was playing.
He said he just bet on the Reds.
Yeah, he was betting on his team to win.
Yeah, but do you believe him now?
I believe that was crazy to do. You can't be betting on teams, especially if you're on a team.
He had so much faith in his team that
he bet on
to
win.
But who knows if he,
But then we're going to win by
put a little side bet in, for the other team.
And that's what's terrible about it.
Yeah.
But then you go, well, we're going to win by 5 runs. Okay, dude. Why are you running slow to stop you from getting this 6th run? You know you're going to get thrown out.
It's real hard to get an entire team to go along with your
It doesn't have
agenda.
It doesn't have to be an entire team. It could be him. It could be him. He could be messing up some of those. I don't think he would do that, but it looks that way.
Pitcher's pitching the perfect game. I'm taking him out.
Okay. I'm a slide and take him out. Hold up, dude. Why you sliding to the pitching mound when you headed to second? When you headed to third? You taking a scenic route? What the hell? What's up with that, man?
Well, think about it though. There's so many different, people that are in the Hall of Fame that are,
that should
terrible things.
Yeah.
Drug addicts, alcoholics, wife beaters,
they made it to the Hall of Fame.
They made it to the Hall of Fame, but he did something that I guess is so foreboding. Which is gambling that cannot be forgiven. Which I don't know. I think those other things are worse.
Yeah, but it was shameful because he basically got the inside track.
Steroid use. Barry Bonds. He's never going to the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens. Those guys. Should they be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I think they should.
They used performance enhancing drugs that altered their play. Did Pete Rose do anything that altered the game? Really? Not really.
But did they ever confess to it?
Well, they tested positive. That was their, It could have been. They're going to deny it.
It could have been the dinner that they had the night before.
A-Rod's never going to make it to Hall of Fame.
It could have been the dinner that they had the night before.
No.
Yeah. So anyway,
I think A-Rod eventually admitted to it.
Yeah, but then that's old news.
Well,
anyway,
it is.
Pete Rose, the great one. They put him in the Hall. They let him go into the Hall of Fame.
No.
Did not? I
No.
thought they let him go.
No.
See, I shouldn't have done.
They're waiting for that. They're waiting for him to die, and then maybe he'll get in.
Well, they put what's his name from L.A. Lakers, Michael Cooper. Yeah. After 30 freaking years.
Well, what did he do that pissed people off?
I have no idea. It took him 30 years to get in.
Yeah.
Right? 30 years. So, it is what it is, right? They let him go in because he should have been there a long time ago. If you're going to let him in, he should have been a long time ago because he played a pivotal role to those 5 championships that LA won. The 5 before, Shaquille and, before Shaquille and Kobe. Those 5 because Magic Johnson led the LA Lakers to 5 championships with Kareem most of them, anchoring most of them. So, yeah, they let him in the Hall of Fame. But anyway, that's deviate. That's not what we're going to talk about today. Some other day. Busta Rhymes. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. Yes. We're going to talk about him.
You got news I don't know about.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes. It just came to my attention just the other day. And I said, what? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Nah. If you look up, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll write it out. You're
going to write it out?
Yeah.
You want me just to look it up and you keep
I don't
talking?
I don't want you to blurt it out.
I won't blurt it out.
Well. Yeah. There. The last one.
Okay.
Just look that up. Just look that up.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how it's spelled, too. I know. That's not how you actually spell Rhymes, but that's how he spelled his name.
All right.
Can I have my notepad back?
Yeah, you can have your pad back.
I'm lost without it. Well, I'm not really lost, but sort of lost. Anyway, let's get down. I don't use my computer no more. Shocking. What are we going to talk? We're going to talk about tensions in the Middle East. Tensions, the rise of tensions rise in Springfield, Ohio. Y'all know about Springfield, Ohio. That's where they claim that Haitians were eating cats and dogs. Doesn't matter, buddy. You're all going into the stove. Yeah, I shouldn't be talking like that, right? But it's okay for these wackadoodle nut jobs, these weird people. Now you know why when Governor Walz referred to him as weird. Now you know why. Meow. Louder. Thank you. Give me. I don't get a roof. This sounds very asymmetric here. You know, dogs. I just get cats. Yeah. Now you know why they're weird, and everybody like, yeah, they are weird. They are. Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, that whole MAGA section. Thank you. We're good. We gotta put that in the soundtracks. Yeah. So these two guys, Now you know why they call why when Governor Walsh said they're weird, then everybody's like, yeah, when you think about it, they are weird. They are super weird. They're talking about cats and dogs. They're accusing people of eating cats and dogs. Think about that. Thinking, okay, let's go into this. Here's how ridiculous it is. The governor, the mayor, everybody, the sheriff, everybody in the state of Ohio, everybody that's in that line of leadership, authority, all said the same thing. It's a lie. And then J.D. Vance, I don't know if you heard, but on Dana Bash, when you doing an interview doing Dana Bash, and I had posted this on my IG because I had taken that out. I had taken that one section out of, and then I posted it right on my IG showing where where Dana Bash was questioning J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance just started rambling off, and then he goes, and when I gotta make something up to to get the attention of the and Dana Bash is listening to him, and all of a sudden she just stops like. It's like, you can see the thoughts. Did he just say he made this stuff up? Yeah, thank you. Give me some more. And that's how it went. And after a few more seconds, right about after 10 to 15 more seconds of him rambling on, he stops and she goes, did you just say you made this up? The cats and dogs?
Then he backed out of it.
And then, this is what he does. He goes, excuse me, Dana? She goes, you just said you made this up. What you said? Now all of a sudden, his headphone does not work. His headphones isn't working, right? Her microphone, there's some kind of electronical problem issue there, right? And she goes, yeah, you just said you made this up. And he goes, well, he tries to clean it up, he tries, double talk, he tries MAGA speakish, you got cop, you try MAGA talk, you got cop talk and then you got MAGA talk, MAGA talk. Well, Dana, if I got to bring the attention to the whole thing, dude, that's it, dude. You just said you made this up. Here's the crazy thing. People want to keep talking about, turn down the temperature. Donald Trump this. He was attempted assassination. And I questioned all of that. I said it was staged from the beginning because I still don't see no injury on his ear. Not to jump off the subject that we're talking about. And the second attempted assassination was not even in the line of sight. And over 300 yards away. Not in the line of sight. And I said that right here. That it wasn't in the line of sight. It was a high-powered rifle, yeah. But he was nowhere in that area where it was the line of sight. If it's a line of sight, I'll say one thing. Because I don't know if you've ever been on a golf course. Very few golf courses you have holes directly aligned. Very few golf courses. Matter of fact, I can't think of any golf course that I played off where the tee box is directly behind the last hole, or this hole, tee box is in front of this hole. When I say hole, the exit, when you exit off the after you finish that hole, you exit off and you walk directly to the tee box, to the next tee box. No, every tee box is generally, it's here, it's one over here, and when you finish that hole, you go over here on an angle somewhere. Some trees or something is blocking you for common sense purpose. What common sense? Well, if somebody hit the ball, right, onto this green, they mishit it, and you're on the tee box right behind it, right? Boom, you're probably gonna get hit by that ball. There's a high percentage chance you're gonna get hit by a missile, because that's anything that takes flight is a missile. It doesn't matter. If I throw a pencil, that pencil becomes a missile. If I throw a book, or if you sneeze too hard on somebody and spit come out your mouth or whatever, that's a missile, right? That's just the name of it. So they call it an assassination attempt, but really, was it really an assassination attempt? We'll go through that. We went through that in the last show, and we'll go through that some other day, all right? But anyway, like I was saying, they want people to tone it down. That's what they say. You need to tone it down, you need to tone it down, you need to tone down the rhetoric. And the first thing they say, first thing come out of Donald Trump's mouth is, those fascist, liberal, socialists, blah, 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 with the most vile things hateful things directed at Democrats and liberals, or what they call liberals and fascists and all that stuff. Extremists. That's words coming out of his mouth. Rhetoric, hate-filled rhetoric. So tell him to tone it down. Okay. That being said, still on topic with this is this. This is a peaceful community in Springfield, Ohio. A very friendly, right? Cordial neighborhood, community. Their lies, J.D. Vance and Donald Trump lies about this Haitian cat thing and immigration, illegal immigration there, all this stuff has turned this place into a very dangerous environment where kids' lives are being threatened. You got courtrooms, you got, city agencies that are being threatened with bombs. You got sociopaths, right-wing sociopaths, these wrong-wing sociopaths. Let's call them for what they are. They're the wrong wing. They're flying the wrong way. They're patrolling. White nationalists are going, Proud Boys are going there, and American First, who really don't give a crap about America. They just want their way. You can't care about America if you only want your way. But back to what I was saying is that children's lives are being threatened. They've had, I think they said something like 33 bomb threats. 33 bomb threats on institutions and schools. They had to request to have extra security down there in Springfield, Ohio, because they lied. Based on a lie. You want to know why these people are called being weird? They are dangerous. Their hatred is dangerous. And anybody who buy into that stuff, because the two people that actually that they claim was trying to assassinate Donald Trump, of which you can only really say one, the two of them were Donald Trump supporters. One of them even voted for Donald Trump. Yes, in 2016 voted for Donald Trump. So look who he's radicalizing. He's radicalizing people who are now saying, hold up, you're a liar. You're not true. You're not a real American, Donald Trump, ex-president. No, you're not. Yep, come on. Let it sink in. Those were former, they're considered to be conservatives. They call themselves conservatives, who come from a conservative background, especially the one who from Butler, okay? But anyway, like I was saying, children's lives are at stake, and they're still hyping it up. They're still walking around with these lies. And they're coming up with the craziest things. Someone posted something, and I was like, what the heck is this? Why is this? Why are you posting it to me? Of all people in the world, of all the people on IG, you posted this stuff to me. And you know what it says? You're going to think this is a joke. Had this Karen, white woman, right? Maybe early 40s, late 30s. Heated. Right. When you talk about redneck, this is a red-faced redneck. She reminds you of like the devil. You remember the two devils? The cartoon, you got one devil, the white devil over here on one shoulder, then you got the red devil over here. She looked like a red devil, like red, like furious. Yeah, and these Haitians are coming in and they spent $13,000. When they come in, they spend $13,000. In the store I work in, $13,000. And that's nothing. That's nothing. On the EBT card, but that's nothing. $13,000, but that's nothing. Because on their cash card, they got $29,000. I'm sorry, what? Could you repeat that? Okay. My thing is, you posted it on my line, right? But it don't matter. So I comment, I respond. How would I respond? I respond with facts. $13,000, right? That's what this person said. $13,000 on the EBT card. In case you don't know what the EBT card is, the EBT card is the way they use to spend the money.
Food stamps. That's what they are.
Oh my God. You just cut my whole thing. I'm building up all dramatically and you cut it down. EBT is for food stamps.
Yeah.
Food stamps, or what we call welfare. That's what EBT. EBT is the way that they spend. Because in case y'all don't know, and I'm not gonna lie, I come from a very poor background. That's right. And when I was on public assistance, my family was on public assistance. And you know what they had back in the days? You don't know? Come on.
Food stamps.
Monopoly money. They had the coins. They had the little fake dimes, pennies, and quarters. I said, yeah, I go back. Yeah, I go way back with this, right? And they had the other thing that you could get from if you're on public assistance was the cheese. They call it cheese, but they're really
government cheese.
The government blocks of soap that they call cheese because there wasn't no. And then you had the peanut butter that was actually plastered. That was some colored plaster that you couldn't put it on. You couldn't spray it on the bread. They used to have the bread, but they had to stop selling. They had to stop giving out the bread because the bread got all moldy, I guess. But anyway, I go way back. And nowadays, you still ain't getting no $13,000 on no daggone food stamps. You ain't getting no $13 worth of food stamps. You ain't getting no $13 worth of welfare a month. That ain't happening. You sure not getting no $29,000 worth of cash on a credit card. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Because do the mathematics. What this person literally said that the federal government is giving out for each Haitian immigrant family $42,000 a month. $13,000 plus $29,000, that's $42,000 a month. That's over $500,000 a year in public assistance and welfare to one family. They want you to believe, she's out there ranting and raving about a family getting $42,000 a month over that the federal government, the state and federal governments dishing out over $500,000 a year in a red state. What you don't know is that the states actually control how much money is disseminated to whomever the recipient of the public assistance or the supplemented nutritional assistant, the supplemental nutritional assistant program. That's what it's called, SNAP. That's what SNAP means, or more broadly known as welfare. You think a red state is going to give out $42,000 to an immigrant family, especially a black immigrant family? You got to be the biggest moron. No, you past moron. You past stupid. You past idiot. It's like a combination. I don't know how far you are mentally. You're a vegetable. You're a vegetable. You're an intellectual vegetable. There is no movement in there whatsoever. Okay. There is no intelligence, no intelligence, no functional level of intelligence other than the primal things to keep you're a comatose. You are a comatose, what's that, coma? You're a comatose, moronic idiot. To think that the federal government, a state is going to dish out $42,000 to any family, let alone an immigrant family. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, and they come in and dress all nice. So you got a problem with them dressing nice? And so what? So what? You know how stupid that sounds? Again, it makes no sense. Accompany too with the fact that they're issuing out these false statements about Haitian people eating dogs and cats. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? It's not even crazy. It's just like, yeah. It's you know what? You are comatose idiot, moron. That your brain is only operating off of basic functions. That's it. Because you're that stupid to believe that. But that's just so they could change the narrative from the cats and dogs to, oh, they're getting all this money that Americans aren't getting. No, they're not. The most they get is, okay, not.
Sorry, that's coming from outside. I didn't do it.
Okay. Put a muzzle on that dog. Yeah, that's to try and shift the narrative. That's their way of MAGA switching. You know, Republican switching, conservative switching the topic whenever they start taking a loss in one area, they try to switch it over, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. But no, you don't get to switch this over. You don't get to put people's lives in danger and then try to shift it over and use another reason for putting people's lives in danger. Right? Think about that. And now that that's been said, okay, it's out. It's out of my system now.
You feel better now?
A little, yeah. JD Vance. I'm watching and you can look it up. You can look it up around. It's called Tensions Rise, and I'm going to put that on my. You can read the what's that thing at the bottom?
Subtitles?
No, not the subtitle. When you put in the information, you can look in the information box down below, and I'm gonna put down what it is.
You're talking about on YouTube?
On YouTube or whatever.
What if they're watching? Comments. What if they're watching live on TBCN?
Well, I'm telling them.
Oh, look, there's your phone again.
You gotta blow it up like that. I tell them your phone.
Shut it off.
I turned it down.
Well,
I turned it down.
Whatever.
No, I turned the alarm off because okay, I'm not gonna deviate from my show like that. All right. Anyway, JD Vance. I know. Next time I'll turn. Oh, you know what I could do? I can turn off my
volume.
No, I got the volume turned down. I could turn off my not the Wi-Fi. I could put on my what's that thing called?
Airplane mode.
Airplane mode. I could put on airplane mode if I ever find it. Well, there we go. Airplane mode. Okay, well, airplane mode. It was grayed out. How do you know? It was grayed out. What do you want? See, you keep distracting me. What are we talking about? JD Vance, right? So the thing is called Tensions Rise at Springfield, Ohio Townhall. That's the name of it. Tensions Rise at Springfield, Ohio. Oh, we could put some. Can we do lower thirds credits on there? At the bottom.
Sure.
Okay. We'll put in this section right here. We'll put from the JD Vance thing. We'll put the Tensions Rise. I'll give you the name. Tensions Rise at Springfield, Ohio Town Hall, and it was for September 24th, 2024. Right. And you don't have to look at the whole thing. From the time is 8:50 into the program, 8 minutes, 50 seconds into the program, through 9 minutes and 30 seconds. You're going to think it's hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. You're going to think it's, at the very least, you're going to think it's very funny. So this is what happens. All right. They're doing a town hall, so they got people coming up and speaking, right? So they come up and speak. This guy comes and speaks. She comes and speak. All right. So then a representative from JD Vance office comes up to speak, right? And he starts off by going to all the Asian people. Asians, right? No, that's not how you pronounce it. It's Haitian. Or, as I was telling Big John C earlier, Haiti, right? Haitian or Haiti.
Silent H.
Silent H, right? So yeah, so that he starts off. That's his opening to his monologue. Then he starts talking. What is he saying? Oh, he goes, oh yeah. So the immigrants that's coming here, the Haitian immigrants here in Springfield, Ohio, are legal, but we think it should be illegal. What did you just say? Oh, because they're legal, we think they should be legal. That's J.D. Vance. That's his campaign. You know what he just said? Any and everybody who comes here legally should not be here legally. Think about that. You know what we're talking about, right?
Most of us wouldn't be here.
Most of everybody here. So if they're going to make everyone who come here legally illegal, then shouldn't we start with, let's say Donald Trump's wife, Melania?
Oh, but she's here legally, though.
Ah, but she should be illegal, according to the Vance. All their kids should be, kicked out because, or put into holding pens.
What about his wife?
Oh, Melania.
No, J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance. Is she? I think she's of Indian descent. She's not American? Yes. Is she Indian descent from India?
Somebody along the line came from another country.
She should be kicked out. Because if she's from India, she should just be kicked out. But if her parents were here and she was born here, she should be kicked out too. Because, well, technically, they got no claim. Which means that also Donald Trump should be kicked out. Think about that.
I should be kicked out.
Nah, John, you cool.
My mother was born in Italy.
Yeah, but
she came here legally.
Yeah, but don't you make pasta?
Me personally, no.
Nothing. Oh yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
I can make some baked ziti if you.
Okay, all right, we cool then. All right, that's Saved by the Bell. So only people that should be here legally are the people who came in here like my ancestors. We should be. So we the only ones got claimed because 90% of these other individuals, especially the white folk, you came here. You should be kicked out. Why? Why? Because of J.D. Vance. I mean, where does it stop at? Think about that. But that's not even the funny part. That's not even the nutsy cuckoo part.
Her parents came from India. She's from San Diego.
She's from San Diego.
Yeah.
But she should still be kicked out because both her parents are illegal. They're going to make all of her parents illegal. That makes her illegal, right? So she's going to have to be about all that stuff that she got. All that stuff is considered to be government-funded stuff now. So he pulls out a notepad, right? He pulls out a little pad and he puts it on the thing, on the podium, and he starts looking down and reading it. And he goes, okay, legal, illegal, okay, all right. Hey, here in the Haitian community, since the Haitians been here, property value has been skyrocketing. Okay, where are we going with this? Crime has gone down. Crime went down. This is just three different things, right? This is just three different things. And we knew about we knew he don't want to read it, but it's there. We knew about that the cats and dogs wasn't true before we said it. Okay, he had to reread the stuff that he had because listen to what he said. Since the Haitians have been in the community, property value has gone up. And he read this from his paper. Even though because Haitians pay higher than average rents in what? Look, people, I thought it was hilarious. There was like these two ladies sitting in front of him. There was a few people, because it's a town hall. You know, it's not the, you know, you stand up on the stage with the podium. No, it's a town hall. You know, everybody like relax. It's podium right here, and there's two ladies sitting at the base of the podium and stuff like that. And they're ready to bust a kidney. I think they had to like leave to go to the bathroom because they ready to, you know, they ready to pee on themselves. Because he's saying this stuff, and it's a middle ages white woman and a middle ages black woman, and they both looking at each other like. Because think about what this fool is saying. He's saying the exact opposite of what everyone else is saying. He's saying the exact opposite of what they're saying about every other community where immigrants are. Everybody else is saying, oh, the crime rate is going high, but in this community, until they lied about it, it was one of the lowest crime rates in America. Until they lied about it, it was peace in that community. And so he's reading this information. He's basically reading the truth, trying to spin it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. This is why they are weird. They're dangerously weird. They are a threat to democracy. They are taking truths and making them into lies, trying to spin them into lies. I'm not even talking about Kamala Harris. I'm not even talking about her. I'm not even talking about VP. They keep saying, oh, no, what is her plans? She's not detailing. If you listen to any of her speeches at her rallies, she continually repeats over and over and over the same things. She repeats, oh, I'm going to give a $50,000 tax break to new businesses. She keeps saying the same thing. Over and over again. Listen to her rally. Stop listening to these morons out here. And what does Donald Trump give you?
Crowd size.
That's one of the knuckleheaded things he gave you. That's one of the dumbest things that he gave you, crowd size. They had a conference, economy conference, I think it was in New York, upstate New York. And so you got around him, you know, you got these economists, like 8 of them. This is their life, right? Conservative is a conservative environment. And he's standing up there on the stage and he got the mic and somebody asks him about what is he going to do, how's he going to handle the thing with children, child care. Instead of saying, well, child care is an important thing and I'm going to give a $6,000 whatever, or if Kamala Harris says she's going to give $6,000, I'm going to give her $8,000. I'm going to give the guy no lies to run with because it's a lie if it come out his mouth. It's like that girl, that singer said, I know you're lying. Why? Because your mouth is moving, right? That's Donald Trump. You know he's lying because his mouth is moving, right? So, yeah. He goes, yeah. Well, children is an important thing. Okay, can you elaborate? And he says this word salad, it's hard to keep track of what the crap that come out this guy's mouth. It's literally hard. It's hard to keep track of the crap that come out of Donald Trump's mouth. I mean, everything come out of his mouth is a lie. You know he's a lie. The only thing, when he tells the truth, then they try to put it off as a sarcasm. I'm going to be a tyrant on day one. But only on day one? No. He's telling you he's going to be a tyrant. Because you think he's going to give that up only on day one?
Okay, I'm done being a tyrant.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
So I had my 24 hours in. You know, I put my 16 hours, 8 hours overtime in being a tyrant. No. He still will not admit openly again, even though he's admitted it 3 times, that he won't acknowledge to the world that he lost the election, even though he knows he lost it. Everybody around him told him he lost it. He admitted on like three different shows that he lost it. Oh, just by a smidgen. by a hair. Hey, buddy, grenades, right? If you miss by a hair with a grenade or 10 feet, people are going to feel it. You still, still got hit by a grenade, right? Like you, right? An attempt is an attempt. With your assassination, the alleged staged assassination. No guns, no shots fired. 300 yards away, not in the line of sight. But it's an assassination attempt, right? You missed by a hair. It doesn't matter. Let's put this in a sports term. If you're playing whatever sport, basketball, football, soccer, hockey, whatever you're playing, let's do, sports with big numbers. That would be basketball.
What? How about
football?
The 49ers lost.
They'll give you
just barely.
Just barely. 1 point, right? Doesn't matter. If you lose by 1 point, you still lost. It doesn't matter. If you tie and they let you go get away with tie, then you get away with tie.
Well, the Super Bowl was rigged.
The Super Bowl, yeah, the Super Bowl's always rigged. How you think this guy Tom Brady got like 8 rings? Yeah, if you lose by 1 point or 1 million points, it doesn't matter. By 1 point or 10 points or 20 points, you lost, period. That's it, you lost. It doesn't matter what you got last year. It does not matter what you got last year. You still lost. You still lost. It doesn't matter how many more points you got this year than you got last year. If the other person gets more points than you, you lost. That's it. There's no such thing as a smidgen. There's no such thing because there are no ties in this. There are no ties. If you don't win a district or whatever, a state by X amount of points, if you're in the presidential race, if you don't win by 1%, you got to be a full 1%, 1.5% to claim victory. So if the other person only went by 0.5%, guess what? You'd redo it. Because there are no ties in this. If you lost by 1 point, you still lost. He lost. But they call it sarcasm. The guy does not use sarcasm. They say he's such a witty person. He's not a witty person. He's not. He's an idiot. He's a moron. And now you hear a lot of other people starting to say, I've been saying this for a while now. He's a moron and an idiot. And now everybody else is starting, this guy is an idiot. He is a moron. Duh. Well, yeah, okay. Think about it. So that being the case, let me move on. Because you get me ticked off. Okay. Let's talk about what? Oh, yeah, I did that part, right? With the scream thing. Yeah. When they want you to dial down the tone when it comes to Trump, and they keep amping it up. Hatred, animosity. And you know what this is? I'm going to tell you exactly where this is coming from. This is coming from Russia. This is literally coming from Russia. This is the same thing that Russia is doing all over the world. They're doing the same thing, and I was just watching, they're doing the same thing in Sweden. Yeah, Sweden. They're doing the same type of thing in other countries all over the world. Immigration, hatred. Why? Because it takes the conversation away from where it should be, and that is on policies. This man is not giving you one solid policy. I hear people saying the same thing, especially these the naive black males. They are the politically naive, politically stupid, or they're just morons. They're idiots. This is reality.
You can buy a watch though.
You can buy a watch
or sneakers
or
a Bible.
That sounds kind of racist, man.
I'm just telling you what he's selling.
Oh, Trump. Yeah. As long as you're smart enough to buy that. Or a $100,000 watch.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, the economy's in really bad shape. But here, buy this $100,000 watch.
You can afford it.
Yeah. So, you can't afford that? How about $300 sneakers?
Yeah. No. How about $500?
$500.
Yeah. $500 sneakers. Well, That's what I tell you. They're morons and idiots. I was reading a thing. Somebody said just the other day that Trump built Starrett City for black people. Trump funded Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign. So of course you know me. They talking about New York, so I had to look that up. Okay, Donald Trump provided space for Jesse Jackson right after the federal government had filed had I think they sued him, filed him for discrimination against black folk, minorities, but black folk in general, right? So now he couldn't get a contract to do all the building, the construction work that he did, that he was able to do in the 80s. He couldn't get that without showing something. So then he leased Jesse Jackson an area, or he allowed him to use it as a campaign space in one of his buildings, located in Manhattan, and it may have cost about $300 a month. But the outcome was that they then allowed him to get the federal contracts and all this other money and stuff, state and federal contracts to do all that construction. Now I want you to think about this. That area, right? That area. Think about this. Take a cup of sugar, right? A cup of sugar. Pour it out. Separate one grain from that cup of sugar. What are we comparing here? We're comparing the benefit that Donald Trump got from that one grain of sugar. The rest of that cup, that one grain of sugar that cost whatever, at that time, probably about $200 a month. Now, $200 a month. $200 a month. What are you renting? A pothole cover? What are you renting for $200 a month, right? That same area probably costs about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. So I want you to think about that. That one grain of one grain of sugar, and he got the rest of that whole cup, which is like multiple $billion dollars. That's what happened with the Jesse Jackson campaign. They want to gaslight you. Oh, Donald Trump is so good for black people. Blah, 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 blah. No, buddy. No. Think about Colin Kaepernick, right? That SOB. Why was he a SOB? Because he was black. He was black. That's what Donald Trump thinks about black folk, just from expressing his freedom of expression, his First Amendment right. And he wasn't even talking. He just took a knee. He became an SOB. And what position was Donald Trump in? President of the United States. Black Lives Matter, animals, dogs, terrorists, blah, 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 blah. But what about the Proud Boys?
Fine people on both sides.
No, that's that other thing.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. That's
Charleston, yeah.
That was Charleston, North Carolina?
Yeah.
North Carolina. Both of those fine people on both sides. You got one with the picket forks. Charlottesville. One with the forks and the sticks and the bats and the guns. And the other ones just got signs. The other side got tasers and all that other stuff. Knives, daggers. One is protesting what was it? The statue, removal of a statue, and the other one just doing that because they are hate-filled individuals who feel you don't have a right to express your freedom of speech. I want you to think about that. And you talk about Trump and let me get off Trump. Let me see if I can get off Trump.
I don't think you can.
I don't think I can either. I don't think I can. I'm gonna try to sum it up. People want to talk about how passionate this guy is. I don't know if you heard about Mark Robinson, Donald Trump's what do you call that? The guy Donald Trump was supporting for the
that guy
for North Carolina.
Yeah,
Governor of North Carolina. All of a sudden, he comes out. They find out he calls himself a black Nazi. That's crazy because you got a lot. That's the mentality of a lot of black folk out here. A few black folk, especially the ones who supporting Donald Trump. They don't consider. They talk the black talk, but they don't really talk the black talk unless it's about destroying the black hood, right? Destroying the black family, destroying the neighborhood. They're the drug dealers. They're the wannabe gangsters. Guys like that, right? Calling themselves black conservatives. What the heck is a black? I went over this black conservative thing before. So he got hospitalized. Yeah, Donald Trump didn't care. Why would Donald Trump care? But then again, he got hospitalized over one of the dumbest things. Apparently, he touched a exhaust pipe of a truck that he got out of, a diesel truck, tractor trailer. He touched the exhaust pipe that was hot. His excuse was that, well, I was trying to avoid the people, not hit the people. Door. Exhaust pipe. Door. Just the door to the tractor trailer. Or this way, the door to the tractor trailer, the exhaust pipe. How did you get over there to grab the freaking exhaust pipe for the freaking tractor trailer? You know what? Moron.
Is there a video of this?
I hope there is. But why would Donald Trump care? He didn't care about Herman Cain. Remember the black billionaire who went to support him at his COVID rally, one of his COVID spreading rallies, who got caught COVID and died two weeks later? Donald Trump didn't care. He didn't call the family, nothing like that. That was one of his enemies that God just took off the map. Then what about Corey Compatore from Butler, Pennsylvania? The firefighter got killed. Trump called the house like 3 days later. I didn't think he did, so I got to do a retract. I said he didn't contact the family, but he did. Apparently he did. At least the wife said so. And that was it. Then they took his jacket and helmet and displayed it at the RNC. For the RNC at their nomination comment. But hold up. He got killed because of your rally, your rhetoric. That hyped up somebody enough, that radicalized somebody enough to try and take you out the picture, right? One of your former supporters. Dude, you should have went over there. You should have went over there. They didn't accept a call from Joe Biden, right? Who else called him? The governor, the Democratic governor, the Democratic senator. They all called him, but the wife didn't want to accept one from Joe Biden because she felt that would have been bad for the husband.
I thought that Biden did talk to him.
No, they said that the wife didn't. He called, but they said that the wife didn't want to talk to him. She didn't accept the phone call. So I'm like, okay, that's crazy. All right, but anyway, it is what it is. But he radicalized the people. Now let me get off of that. So why would he care about Mark Robinson if he don't care about those people? This is what I got to. I'm gonna have to do this next time. Weaponization of the DOJ. Let's talk about 50 Baby Mama real quick. 50 Baby Mama drama. You heard about 50 Baby Mama the first time, right? The first one, yeah. She was getting $25,000 a month. Took 50 to court for child support. The judge knocked it down to $6,700 a month. Wow. Well, what about the second one? I think it was named Daphne Joy. Getting, like, I'm going to say $520,000 a year, right? $520,000 a year, right? They ended up going to court because she was complaining, making videos. I'm not getting enough. Sitting back. She was all sitting back and all relaxed. It's not enough. So they went to court. 50 took her to court. One of them, right? They ended up in the court, child support court. And the judge knocked it down to $6,700 a month. $6,700 a month. Think about it. She was getting like $520,000 a year. That comes to like a little over $43,000 a month. $520,000 a year. That comes to $10,000 a week to be a baby mama. And they knocked it down to $1,500 a week, a little over $1,500 a week, from $10,000 to $1,500 a week. Yo, you baby mamas, some of y'all are tripping out, man. Some of y'all tripping out, and that's what you are. You're not working out. You're not going out there. You're not doing anything. You're just being around, being attractive. And you was hooking up with Puff too, or with P. Diddy. Oh my gosh. So anyway, he dumped her $6,700, and you know, shorty, he's gonna get everything. Yeah, we could do that again. Yeah, he's still gonna get everything because he still loves his dad, right? So that's it. I'm not even gonna. Do I have enough time to touch?
No.
No. I can't talk about Busta Rhymes and his. Well, you're gonna edit a lot of this, right?
Quickly.
Busta Rhymes just came across my attention. He had a show on August 5th in Atlanta, Georgia. And he wore a red dress. A red dress. And people act like, oh, there's no biggie. What? Busta Rhymes? Mr. I am anti-gay people. I'm anti that sissy stuff. Walking around wearing a red dress, performing in a red dress. What the?
You got a problem with that?
No, I ain't got a problem with that. With anybody else except for the guy who's supposed to be anti-gay. But for years, people have been saying the same thing. Oh no, he loves getting down with the fun boys. You know the fun boys. Those are guys who walk around. They love, the gay guys. Pretty much down low. Because they ain't walking around with no lipstick on or nothing like that. They're just walking around, regular guys. Regular tigre shirts or whatever, stuff like that. He loves having them in his section. Also, that's what's been said, right? For years. And when he gets asked about that question, he gets all like, but then dude comes out the closet. And the fact that you've been Puffy's biggest friend, greatest friend, for the last 30 years, it ain't helping the case, dog. So here we go. Give me that outgoing music. That's it. I'll be Keith, and this will be the end of the big show with Big John C. And thank you very much for listening.